Hey everyone, this is Lisa from NYC Get Out. Welcome back to my channel. We are talking Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 19, Episode 5. They are in New Orleans, NOLA. Welcome to Louisiana. I'm currently in Louisiana. You'd think I would be happy, but I'm not. So, of course, this was filmed last year. Or actually, no, this was filmed the beginning of this year, right? With the Super Bowl and everything. Super Bowl was this January. And yeah, Kansas City Chiefs versus Philadelphia Eagles. It was a rematch. And the Eagles won. It was hosted by New Orleans. I forgot about that. Guys, that shows you how much I am dying to leave Louisiana. Sorry if you guys are from here. I'm sure Louisiana is a very lovely state, but unfortunately for me, I haven't really gotten to know the great parts of Louisiana. I am stuck in a place called Fort Polk. Let's get into the episode. It seemed as if a lot of what has been going on with Katie from last episode, from episode 3 and 4, it kind of just was either glossed over or they were told by production, probably by their field producer, hey, listen, this isn't going to be our story arc, or this isn't what we're going to be focused on, so wrap it up. Whatever it is that you're feeling, you need to be able to at least film with her. And that's the feeling that I got, because it felt so heavy, especially on episode 4. And then all of a sudden, it's like everybody more or less just kind of moved on. I don't think any of them really are friends like that to begin with, especially not with Katie. She's the newbie, but it seemed to kind of just been wrapped up really quickly. So Tamra, she's still going through whatever it is she's going through with Teddy. Teddy, of course, has been diagnosed with brain cancer. Tamra, she's feeling the weight of it because that's her friend and, all this other stuff. So she's a little bit emotional and she's doing whatever she's doing in therapy. Jenn feels like, yeah, that's kind of bullshit. And Gretchen is also feeling the same way. She's also on Shannon's shit list. So not a lot of people are happy with Tamra, but Tamra, she kind of doesn't really care, and she's outlasted most of them, and she was brought back onto the show and everything, and even without the show, she had a very successful podcast with Teddy, where she was able to basically talk shit about all the franchises. And when she was off of the show, because she was on the show for so long, and since she was fired, she just let it all out. So not much going on in this episode. It's a filler episode, and that's fine. Not every episode needs to be something dramatic, and not every episode is going to be dramatic. You're not going to have that. So Gina has a housewarming party. It's catered. It looks like she has a professional chef making the food. It looks really good. She's having jambalaya, which is very, very Cajun, Creole, very Louisiana. And she tells the lady she has to surprise them. She pops out her window. She throws bees to everybody. And, she lets them know that they're all going to New Orleans. I do like when the Bravo network, when they showcase cities in the United States, because when they go on these cash trips and they're going overseas, yeah, it's nice and everything. But you are basically giving business to another country. And I do like that, the network, Bravo, an American network, it's part of NBC Universal, a huge American corporation. It is nice to see that, they are contributing to the American economy by filming in New Orleans. I mean, let me tell you, Louisiana, they are like always neck and neck with Mississippi for either the poorest state or like the state with the lowest education. It's like neck and neck with Mississippi. It's nice that they're able to bring the city of New Orleans some revenue and whatever else. Let's see what else happened in the episode. So it was broken up into two different, two different flights. And the first flight was Gina, Katie, Emily, and Gretchen. I was surprised that Gretchen is coming on to the cash trip, like the little getaway trip, as well as her seeming to have so many episodes filmed. But I remember last season that Alexis Bellino, she also filmed a lot with the ladies, and she also went to a lot of like the cash trips. The only trip that she didn't go to was the one in London, and that was because Shannon was hosting it, and she's like, no, I'm hosting the trip, like she's not coming. This time, though, Gretchen will most definitely be on whatever cash trip they're going to. Rumor was that Katie didn't go. It seems like everybody has a falling out with Katie, including Jenn, which is very surprising because Jenn was supposed to be like the one that she was closest to. Anyway, they're in New Orleans. Emily and Gina, they are roomies together at the hotel. They're staying at the Four Seasons in New Orleans. Let me tell you, New Orleans, it is dirty. Bourbon Street, all that stuff is really dirty. The best way I could explain it to you is like, I guess New York City. Have you ever been to New York City? There is only a very like limited area of New York City that looks like nice. The street looks clean, whatever. But the majority of it, it looks kind of like, ooh, it looks kind of trashy. And New Orleans is like that. Smells like piss. There's homeless people there. There's people there who are going to try to scam you, scheme you, whatever. You know, people are going to come up to you and ask you about stuff or tell you they know where you got your shoes from or whatever other bullshit. So no different from any major big city, right? Very touristy trap area. So those four, they go on a boat ride. They legit didn't even know that they were on the Mississippi River. But anyway, so they do that while they wait for the other ladies. And on the second leg is Heather, Jenn, who else? Tamra, Shannon. I'm surprised they stuck Tamra with Jenn and with Shannon, because I mean, like, those are the two with like the biggest problems that they have with her. But I guess, you know, after the whole Shannon and Katie thing, I don't know. I guess those two had to be separated. But I don't know, whatever. It was just weird. So they landed in New Orleans. They went somewhere to eat, a very renowned restaurant in New Orleans that is supposedly haunted. I don't know if it is or it isn't. Gina orders turtle soup. Everybody was like so gross and disgusted. But Gina said something that I really liked. And what she said was, I wanted to taste the local food. Like, if I'm going somewhere, I want to taste like the local cuisine. So I like that. I like that she's open-minded about stuff like that. I would never. If you watch some of my old videos, now I know you're probably going to be like, what old videos? You're like, legit, like YouTube nuked your channel. Yes, they did. But I have been able to upload some of my older videos, and I'm talking about old videos, and on it is my pet tortoise, Oscar. It was a Russian tortoise. I lost him at Fort Campbell. I don't even want to talk about it, guys. We're not going to talk about it. But yeah, so she tried the turtle soup. Now, Katie asked if she could have a taste, which is fine, but how it looked like, and I don't know if it's editing or not, but when Gina was like, yeah, you could have a try, she took the bowl, and it looked like she was like sipping the bowl. If somebody is asking for a taste and I'm letting you have a taste, I'm expecting you to take your spoon and like take a spoon of it. I'm not expecting you to like lift the bowl up and drink out of the damn bowl. Like, I don't know. That was kind of gross. I kind of felt like, oh, ew, that's kind of cringy. Like, we don't know each other like that. Like, I wouldn't even do that with my husband. And it's like my husband, like, ew. So I don't know. That was just kind of cray. But Tamra gets a little bit upset when she finds out that they're going to New Orleans, because she did let the ladies know that her and Teddy were in New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and that Teddy, she blacked out and she ended up falling down the stairs, you know, from the brain tumors and stuff like that. So she was very upset about it. You know, they talked a little bit about what Tamra has been saying about Jenn in episode 4, which is that Tamra was showing pictures of Jenn when she was overweight, and that kind of made Jenn upset, because she was like, you know, why do you have so much time? Like, I'm supposed to be the single white female that you're trying to make me out to be. She's referencing a video, or not a video, she's referencing a movie in the 90s. There was a movie starring Bridget Fonda, I think, and it was called Single White Female. It was in the 90s, so Gen Z will definitely need to Google that shit or ask your ChatGPT about it. But anyway, so she was like, you know, why she's trying to make it seem like I'm single white female, yet she has the time, all this time and energy to go digging up old photos of me, a fatty photo of me. I find it really weird that Emily is like, you know, talking about, oh, I have like so many fat photos of me, whatever. I don't care. You know, I posted up myself and everything. She gives off like such weird energy. I feel like she's a pick-me girl, just for the fact that, you know, she legit had a nervous breakdown over Heather giving her a pair of jeans last season. But this season, she's talking about Gretchen looks plastic and all this other stuff. And let's be clear, I'm not a fan of Gretchen, but like, I noticed that hypocrisy right away. You're talking about her looking plastic. She didn't even do anything to you. There was no reason for you and Emily to have that mean girl energy towards her when she didn't do jack shit to you. Like, I could understand if she had offended you or insulted you, but like, she legit didn't do jack shit to you. So where was this energy coming from? But then in the same sentence, I guess, now she's acting like she's all cool with, you know, her body image and all this other stuff, when like, girl, you legit had a breakdown over a pair of jeans. And like, you know, but now she's like, oh yeah, I don't care if I look fat. I post pictures up of myself, fatty pictures of myself and whatever. So that was really it. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. There was like this like weird scene where I guess Shannon wasn't wearing any underwear and she was in the Sprinter van and they like show her coochie. They blurred it out, but like still, like she's legit in her 60s, I think, late 50s or early 60s. And I just kind of feel like, oh, you know, at some point you can't be pulling that basic instinct thing anymore at some age. At a certain age, not even Sharon Stone can pull off that crisscross from Basic Instincts anymore. And if you guys are like, what the fuck is she talking about? That is another movie that you're going to have to either Google or ask ChatGPT about. And that was it. Not much else going on. Jenn and Ryan, they were talking about her ex-husband, Will, how he's like not coming through with his obligation as far as child support. And I don't know if he's is ordered to pay her spousal support or not, but he's not even coming through with the child support and is having like a financial toll, I guess, on Ryan because he's basically doing everything. Will isn't contributing anything. Her and Ryan have a conversation about that, and Ryan says that he wants to confront Will about it. So apparently there was some sort of confrontation that happened off camera. Jenn tells the ladies about it. The ladies also tell like their own, you know, divorce horror stories and whatever else. Katie says, you know, she knows what Jenn and Ryan is going through because she went through something similar with her ex-husband, and she was just really thankful that her husband Matt just really took care of her and her kids without any question. So, you know, I do genuinely think that Matt loves her so much. And then, I don't know, when they were having dinner in New Orleans, it was kind of cringe. I feel like they were way over the top, way too sexual. I felt like they made their waiter really embarrassed. Their waiter was like an older gentleman, and they were like legit humping each other on the floor. Like, Emily and Tamra were like on the floor, humping each other, spooning each other. I don't know what they were doing, but it was like really awkward. And I felt like, okay, you know, you guys are middle-aged, and at some time in your life, no matter how good you're feeling about yourself and how good you're looking and whatever else, and it has nothing to do with how good you look or how young you're feeling or whatever. There's just, at some time in your life, you just got to bring it down a notch. It's no longer age appropriate. I feel like that is never age appropriate. And even if you were 20 years old, even if you were 25 years old, you know, that was just so cringe to see something like that. Definitely very awkward. And Shannon and Gina also have conversation about her and Travis and what she's been going through with Travis's ex-wife. And basically the ex-wife sounds like a bitter ex-wife, that she is basically holding the children hostage by being very vindictive. She does not want Gina and Travis to be happy, and the children are basically pawns in this whole fucked up whatever it is, and that she and Travis has not been able to see Travis's son in like 3 weeks. He hasn't been in school or anything, and that is a shitty mom. And that was basically it. Not much else is going on. I've noticed that Tamra's husband, Eddie, we don't really see much of him on camera this season. I think he just kind of like was a little bit mortified with how last season played out. We have not really seen him at all. Barely enter. I feel like we've seen all of the other spouses and husband. Like, we've seen more of Shannon's dates than we've seen of Eddie. So, you know, but that's it, guys. Not much else going on. Let me know, what did you think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you not enjoy it? Real Housewives of New Jersey, very quickly. There's a lot of rumors about who's coming back for season 15 and who the cast is. You know, I know Joe Gorga was at Dolores Catania's annual baseball charity event that she hosts every year in Brooklyn, and he was letting a fan know, or like kind of alluding that he's back and whatever else and all this other stuff. Nothing is decided. There is no filming set for season 15 yet. Contracts have not been given out. I feel like fans will probably know more after BravoCon. I don't even think at this point that the network even knows what's going on. I don't think that any final decisions have been made as far as the network is concerned. And we'll see. I do believe that, you know, at BravoCon, they're going to see how it all plays out, and they will make their decisions after BravoCon happens. I don't even expect any filming to happen until 2027. So it'll be a long pause, like Andy Cohen says. But yeah, that's it. What did you guys think of episode 5 of Real Housewives of Orange County? And what do you guys make of the rumors floating around with New Jersey? Do you believe it? Don't believe it? Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.